Legend of Korra, episode 3, which is crazy to think for 3 episodes in, because I feel like a lot's happened. Or is this episode 4? Whatever. This episode was a mixed bag. I think thematically it worked, which is this episode is about being vulnerable and being open to your pain and going and releasing that pain or anxiety or whatever is working you up. But I think the two plots in this episode are just kind of like, Let's start with Korra and Tenzin's plot after, what happened with Amon. They're dealing with this guy, Tarlock, who is like on the city council, I guess, sort of deal. He's a rich dude, aristocratic dude, and he really wants to get Korra involved in this, like, patrol squad at night. And he seems kind of like a sketchy dude. Korra isn't really sure she wants to do it. She's still really stressed out about it, but I'm willing to admit, and by the episode, she kind of releases her emotions with Tenzin. So, this episode is not really an episode where a lot happens. There isn't very many action scenes, if any, really. But I think that's necessary from last week's episode. Last week's episode was a pretty horrific episode. Excuse me. That once you chill with these characters for a minute, that lets you release that pain. So it's nice to have that subplot with Korra. Well, main plot. The subplot of this episode is about Mako. Bolin's not even in this episode, by the way. But Mako gets hit by Asami, and we get introduced to her. And knowing how that subplot goes, not really a big fan, but I like Asami as a character. I think here it's just like her whole deal is I'm smitten with Mako, and that's really it. She doesn't really have much more of a personality here. And, Mako, it's mostly just an excuse for Mako to be vulnerable and open up to her, but we've already seen that with Korra, so we already see the love triangle coming, and that's why I'm just like, why is this show needed a love triangle? We had some of those elements in Avatar: The Last Airbender already, and they were already some of the most irritating parts of that show. Not to the point where I really got mad because it was so minimal, but here it's like, oh, we're doing this more. I'm not really a fan. Let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.